Yo, what's cracking? It's your man Lecrae, aka Creasy Crayola, the bond servant. Right now, you listening to the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Seantana, and Jeremiah. I see you, boy. Hold it down. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Seantana, DJ Jeremiah. As promised, bringing Noteworthy back. All right, so here we go. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Make sure if you want to submit a Noteworthy, go to trackstarsradio.com. You see the Noteworthy under Contact Us, and you can fill out a Noteworthy. You'll be anonymous. We don't know who you are, so you can say whatever you want to say, ask whatever you want to ask, and we will try our best to answer it.
We won't block you no more either.
All right, so this one's called Fighting Temptation. All right, it says, what's up, Trackstarz? I am an 18-year-old male from Eastern Europe. I've been living in the States for 14 years now, and it's great. I was raised as a Christian and am a strong follower of Christ. Lately, I have been changed a lot. I feel like my seriousness in my faith has increased over the last 6 months. But still, like others, I have so much temptation and sin attacking me, and I don't know how to fight it off. My friends believe in God, but they are not serious enough in my opinion. For example, when we're out, they lust over every hot female, and I just play along because I don't know what to say without being judged a lot by them. I have so much temptation when it comes to lying and lust. Those just seem to kill me. How do guys think is the best way to fight the tempting? Is it just a process of age, or do I need to do something to rid me of these sins? Thanks for reading my Noteworthy, and please respond. Fighting temptation, what y'all think?
I'm just fighting temptation. Gotta get full control.
That's all I was thinking.
Right.
Y'all remember that Beyonce? You remember that Beyonce
From that
song?
movie, Fighting Temptation?
Yeah.
That's why I don't remember.
So, I never saw the movie. I just remember
I had
the
the
song.
soundtrack.
Just fighting temptation. That was Missy's
Missy
part.
on it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Free was on it too.
Okay,
Okay.
so we
Can
off
get back to the
task.
Noteworthy?
My bad, girl.
That's a real place. I will definitely say that is a real place. And it probably seems like the more you become adamant about following Christ, and the more that you grow in Christ, the greater a temptation that becomes. But the first thing that jumped out in my head is, the company that you keep. And I know you were saying that you have a lot of your friends are Christians as well, and you were raised in a Christian home, but naming the name of Jesus Christ and walking out trying to walk out the life as Jesus Christ would walk it out are two completely different things. And so you may really have to assess the company that you're keeping and see if there are people that you can find that will help encourage and support your stance as a Christian, instead of just saying, I'm a Christian, but yeah, she's hot. You know what I'm saying? And I know at that age it's kind of hard to find, but I know I personally, that's what really kept me during that time, is coming across other Christians that were my age that were serious about their walk, and they weren't just naming the name of Christ and doing whatever. They were really serious about their walk, and they challenged me in mine, and I challenged them in theirs. So I would definitely look at the company you keep and see if you can find that.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Were you talking?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, is that rare though? Like especially with Christian men. For some people, they could be or young boys, to find people that are that serious is diving for pearls in the sea, really trying to find that, because I know for a lot of people, church is one way and then your life is totally different when you're outside. So what would we say to him, trying to find people, because I'm sure he think these cats at church, they on fire, but when they get outside of the church, it's a totally different story.
The only reason I said I felt him because I've been through exactly what you're talking about. And this almost pulls me back to the topic we had about celebrity crushes. I don't recall y'all agreeing with me on that, but anyway, because this to me is tied into it. Because here's the scenario, and I remember doing this too. So he's out with his friends. And when a bunch of dudes get around, they like to be like, oh, so-and-so is fine. Oh, check out girl over there. And I remember doing that, and one of my boys, we were at Phillips Arena and going to a Hawks game or something. And he would walk around and be like, yo, Sean, yo, check out so-and-so. And I'll be like, I mean, okay. Like, she got like all kinds of products on her. Like, what does she look like? I can't see her. So, but he thought I was weird for not gawking at girls all the time. So, to me, it sounds like that's the situation he's in. And that's why I was relating it to the celebrity one, just because to me, whether they're in front of you or on TV is no different. If you're gawking after girls, you're going to do it regardless, right? Yeah. So, I think that's the situation he's in. How could a serious Christian young man that he thinks is a serious Christian young man go out and be hollering at girls and talking about girls' body parts and stuff like that? It seems so normal though. Like Jeremiah was saying, that people feel like there's no big deal. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm just looking, I'm just this, I'm just that. But I personally see it as a problem. I did when I was 17, I saw it as a problem. And I think he's going through that transition now where he's starting to realize there's something that ain't right about that. I mean, I know it's normal. You see it on TV. You see your boys do it all the time. But it's something not right about that. And I had a tough time finding people to agree with me about that. So I'm glad you said what you said, because I think there's a lot of 18-year-old young men who are around boys like this, and they're like, man, does anybody feel me? And I think you're speaking for a lot of people. So in that situation, like you're walking around this, or you're at the mall or whatever, and all your dudes are like, oh, look at old girl's butt, or oh, look at what she got on. I can see this, I can see that, blah, blah, blah. And you're sitting there like, man, I got to play along because I'm going to look lame if I don't say something. I'm just telling you, just from experience, you don't have to. This is one thing I say to every young man, especially that is in that struggle of trying to be cool, whether you're on Christians or not. Yeah. You got to just decide not to be cool. I mean, I decided that when I was 17. Like, I am no longer trying to be cool, because cool will get you in trouble, especially if you're trying to impress friends. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, but what happens is your desire not to try to look cool makes you cool. You know what I mean? Because people respect you and they're like, man, I wish I could be like that too. Because a lot of these kids don't want to be like that either. They just doing it because they think they're supposed to. Right. So there's nothing wrong with you not wanting to gawk at girls at the mall or at wherever you're at. There's nothing wrong with you. And you don't have to feel ashamed to tell your friends, yo, I don't do that. I don't think it's cool. I think that's lust. I'm just looking for my wife with pure eyes. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. So
I agree.
I just want to encourage you with that.
I think it's just a simple situation of, fleeing from temptation. The enemy is definitely cunning and conniving and the master of manipulation. And he will definitely make you feel that the things that are going against the Most High are necessary and truthful. So it has to be a situation that, as the Bible teaches us, if you're sinning, with your hand, you need to cut it off and, gouge your eyes out, which are just metaphors, but just saying, if you're putting yourself in any type of situation to where and let's understand where sin comes from. Everything starts with a thought, and then thoughts trickle down into the heart, and from the heart it manifests as an action. And what the Father judges is the heart, and once it's already in your heart, it's already done. And so what you have to do is get to a place where you absolutely have to spend time in the presence of God, because that is the only thing that is going to keep you solidified in your journey. And ask God to send people in your life. They don't have to be your age, but this is why God is so great, and he's so, the great I am, is because he communicates to us in ways that we understand, and he will definitely send you people, things that will affirm you and confirm you where you are in a way that you can understand. So I've been there, in high school, dating someone and going above the rim. And it's just not a place you want to be. You know what I'm saying? It's translate. It's losing your virginity in high school. I did that when I was a senior in high school.
That means above the rim?
Yeah, doing the most. And
thank you.
And so, but I just encourage you to stay strong in your walk. I mean, you're definitely going to get tested. This is just the beginning. The older that you get, the more that you mature. it's going to be more things that you come, because right now you're still, no shade, you're still a child, and that's cool, and relish in your innocence. But just make sure that you grow, and as you grow, you get stronger, because time equals progression. At least it's supposed to, and the Most High is all about elevation and not stagnation. And so you can't associate, as Sean said, with people that aren't affirming what you know to be true.
I think that's really good. There's the key in here that I don't think I talked about. You said, is this just a process of age, or do I need to do something? And it's true. A part of this is your age. Now, for you to be so serious about God at a young age, you're in a difficult realm, because you're a little bit too young to be thinking, even considering marriage. I'm not saying that as a blanket statement. I know there's some people who get married young, but you're a little bit too young for that. But you're obviously mature beyond the age you are at. So you have a little bit of a waiting period of what you actually desire, which what it sounds like is you actually desire for a marriage and not just to be pulling chicks, you know what I mean? So, which is contrary to even Christian men in the church. So you have a little bit of waiting to do, but this is a great time. I was around your age when I said the same things you're saying. The period from when I was your age to when I got married was a long waiting period. But what it did was it allowed me to develop characteristics that were time tested. You know what I mean? It's not just, I'm not saying I want to be a good man. It's that I've had to prove it out. I've had to fail and bounce back, and fail and bounce back, and to where I knew, no, this is really me. This is not just something I'm saying. So use this time of your life, man. This is so key to solidify all these feelings you have, because everything and their mama is gonna come and try and make you a liar about what you're saying right now. They're gonna come back and try and pull these words you said and be like, you remember when you said that you wouldn't even look at girls? He's gonna try and embarrass you. So, and the devil definitely tried to embarrass me through my 20s. But if you stand up and you're able to withstand that, you can stand on top of that and be like, no, I did it. I meant what I said when I was 18. I wasn't just, some young Christian that didn't know better. I know what I'm talking about.